Happy Sunday and welcome to another week. I am back off vacation. I'm your girl, Kimberly Nicole, and we are asking God. We'll just leave it at that. And today is Sunday, and we know what we do on Sundays, right? We go to church. Sunday is the beginning of the week. I know a lot of people, Sunday is self-care and all of the things. Well, part of self-care is going to the house of the Lord. At least one day out of the week. I mean, for those that go more than that, I don't. I go one day a week. Primarily not because I don't want to. It's just I used to always have conflicts with our Thursday night Bible study. And I could just never make a Thursday night. Then it just never became a habit. But I'm cool with Sundays. And I don't feel convicted to do anything else right now outside of the other ministries that I'm in church. And because I study my Bible, I wouldn't say daily, I would say at least 5 times a week. And so I get my own Bible study in, which works best for me because now I get my own understanding. I think a lot of times when you're always at church, you use that as a crutch to where you don't study it on your own. So for me, going one day a week and then studying the other, I would say 4 to 5 days out the week. My goal is every day, but it doesn't always happen that way to where I intentionally sit down. But since I'm reading Proverbs this month, I will be reading my Bible every single day. But reading the Bible and studying the Bible, 2 different things where you kind of write down scriptures, dissect scriptures with your Asking God journal. So those are 2 different things. And I try to do that. I should do it weekly. But reality is I have not built up that muscle to do it weekly yet, but I am working towards it. So we will see. I'm trying to figure out what works best for me because Bishop may have us reading certain things. Well, last year we did the year of the Bible. So we was reading a different a different book every month. And then I was doing something else and now is Proverbs. So I'm reading that. So maybe I make that my study as long as he doesn't do anything else. Because I was thinking maybe from what I get on Sundays and I use the scriptures from Sunday service to study maybe the subject throughout the week. But now that I'm reading Proverbs, I was like, well, that's a good opportunity to just pick a scripture from each one of those since I am reading it every day. I think I just answered my own question. That is the plan. That's what I'll do because I have to read Proverbs 4 today. You just got to be intentional. Bottom line is, if I really want to accomplish, reading and understanding the Bible, I have to be intentional. And it is more than enough time in the day for me to do so. I just got to do it because sometimes I just be lazy and I just want to lay down. Like right now, I want to go back to sleep. And I could go to the 11 o'clock service, but then I don't want to get out of church late. And then my whole day is kind of thrown off because I still want to go to the grocery store. I still have to edit a video to get that posted. So I'm always striving to get to it's 7:07. I need to be at the house at 7:45. So that means this right here, this mug is about to be real quick. And I need to stop talking to y'all so that I can get out of the house and get to church. So I just left church, a little while ago. Now I'm at the farmer's market about to buy a couple of groceries, nothing too major for the week, and reflecting on Bishop's word today. Our subject for the year is the year of pursuit, but he spoke on purpose today and a laundry list of things. I'll link his message in this video because he always comes with great messages. Towards the end, he talked about how you should write your plans in pencil. Writing your plans in pencil allows for flexibility. It allows for change, adjustment, and more importantly, allows God to move the way he sees fit because he can see the bigger picture. Proverbs 16:9 says that a man's heart sets the plan, but it is God's that directs our step. It is the Lord that directs our steps. So we can set our plans and all of that, but he sees the big picture, right? So he definitely wants what our hearts desire, but it has to be what's in his will because he's not going to give us anything that's not aligned with what he wants for us. So that was very eye-opener because, again, I'm a planner. And I'm always setting plans and goals and all those things, but being flexible has probably been the best thing for me, where I just go with it. And that has been a very hard thing for me to release that type of control, because type A, like, everything has to have a place. It has to be in order. I can't function if things are out of place. I have to have things in place for clarity for me. It just works best for me. So just knowing that God is going to do what God does. And I can say all the plans. And I think because I've lived it and I truly have the testimony where I know I've set all these plans and God was just like, yep, I'm going to do what I want to do for you. And it's always better than what I could have even imagined. I have learned to trust that. So, yeah. Just a word. So now I'm about to go into Namdae Moon, which is the farmer's market here by the house, and pick up me some things, and I'll be back. Oh, I am looking for spaghetti squash, because that is what I'm going to make. It's always so cold in here. I need, oh, they don't move stuff around. Let me first see if the spaghetti squash is in here before I start. Glory. They have it. They have it, and they got the small ones. And they're small. I should have my microphone, but I don't feel like pulling that out. They're small. Because that was the heart of what I wanted. So I got that. All right. So let me go get some more things, and I will be back when we get home. let's start this day. After Bible study, I typically get ready for the gym if it's one of my workout days. So by then, my mind is right. And I've learned that if I try to do the gym before I do my Bible study, I typically do not come home and do Bible study because my mind is now all over the place. So my morning routine always starts with my Bible study before I go into my day. It just sets my day up right, and it works for me. Good morning. Hey y'all, it is Tuesday morning and I'm about to go to the gym. Already done my Bible study, and so yeah, now it's time to go to the gym. So it's probably about 6 o'clock. I typically leave and go to the gym I try to stick to a schedule, because if I get to the gym later than 6:30, it's madness. It's absolutely madness. So I make every effort to be out my house by 6:15, be in the gym like at 6:30. It's only like 5 minutes away. So I'm gonna crank my car up, get ready, leave to go to the gym, and the goal is to be done preferably home by 7:30. If I stick with that schedule, it works out, because it seems like weirdos coming to the gym after like 7 o'clock. So so it's so weird. So I have a gym perfume, so I use like and yes, I wear perfume to the gym. And this one is a very soft one, so it's not like I'm in there with Gucci on. Like, this is something I got from TJ Maxx, but it smells really good, and it was $16.99. So I went through my other one. I had 2 of these, but the other one was a different scent, and I was like, oh, I don't wear these, so I don't know why I'm putting on so much, but yeah, I wear them to the gym because I like smelling good. So that's crazy when you set your own plans, baby, because I had this week in my head. I didn't write it down. Bishop just preached about when you make a plan, write it down in pencil, because baby, the shift. I got up. I didn't even go to the gym yesterday because it was stuff that I wanted to do, and I just said, hey, I'll move my gym day to Tuesday. So I try to work out 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Anyway, I got up. I was like, you know what? I just got too much to do. I had to unpack my suitcase. I had to send a client a new contract. I had to email a client to my other clients, just because it's the top of the year. Anyway, I had this whole plan. I'm like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna sit down on my computer, I'm gonna do this. Got to that computer and I could not even get in, and it's stuff that I want to need to do, but I guess that was God's way of saying chill out. Like, you got all this urgency in getting stuff done, because there is stuff with deadlines, but I was like, you know what, whenever I get back in the system, I'll just commit that time to doing the stuff that I need to do, because I can't do anything until I get into the system. And yeah, so I had a whole like timeline, and I ended up spending 2 of those. Oh, and then a client put a meeting on my calendar that I didn't even know about, which would have messed up my schedule anyway. So my Monday went nothing as planned. It was supposed to be workout, come back and eat, or like start preparing your meals, start working with client number 1, and then wrap up client number 1 at 12, from 9 to 12, and then from 1 to 4 work with client number 2, and in between kind of work on, oh no, I was going to do client number 3 earlier, before client number 1. So I normally get home from the gym about 7:30, so I was like, okay, from 8 to about 9, I can do the little things that I need to do with client number 3. Again, I had a plan, y'all. Client number 3 put a meeting on my calendar for 11. I spent 2 hours troubleshooting with client number 1, and client number 2, I realized it wasn't really anything for me to do at that moment, so I just was fiddling around with stuff. And y'all, by the time I finished with that meeting from client number 3, it was a 2-hour meeting. I was exhausted. But I did wash my clothes. I did put up my trip clothes. I did do things like that, so I was appreciative of having that little time. I even started pre-packing my suitcase for my birthday trip next week. So I did get stuff accomplished like around the house. And so after I ate, I sat down on the sofa just to kind of woo-saw, and I fell asleep. Then after that, I just could not find the mojo to do that stuff. But I did pull out my laptop, and I set my objectives and goals for 2 of my businesses up on this project management tool that Microsoft 365 has. So I also tasked myself with, at the end of the year, really looking at my budget, really figuring out how much money I'm spending as it relates to my business. So I canceled Zoom because I was paying $15 a month for Zoom. I canceled Adobe. That was $20 a month. I downsized on my QuickBooks account because I would no longer need that one of those features that was charging me an arm and a leg. And then I pay for Microsoft 365, but I was not using it. So I'm like, no Zoom, I have Teams. No Adobe, is built in my Microsoft 365. Not sure how I was missing that. And then I found that project management tool to manage my projects that I have going on. So I was like, you know what? I just got to be very intentional in using the things that I have and making sure I'm not just wasting money. So those, just narrowing down those 3 things saved me monthly like almost $150 monthly with downsizing on that. And yeah, I think it'll come up to like 139, something like that it came up to. So I'm happy for that, and I'm proud of myself for that. Such a blessing, such a blessing. Anyway, I have rambled on, but that is what my day looks like. And once I get through my morning, I'm going to get this hair, I said, taken down at 1. And then after that, I'm done. Then I'll come back and cook and meal prep. So I will check in with you guys later. Made it out the house. So I've been out the house now for a little minute. but just left Sam's Club. Now I have to go get my tag since I have a birthday coming up in Atlanta or Georgia. In the metro Atlanta area, we have to get emission, and then we have to go get our tags, and that's what I have to do now. So I just finished getting my emissions, and now go get these tags. I bought this little mount to go in the car. Child, it's giving it's got way too many pieces, so we'll see. Because right now y'all are not mounted, y'all are just positioned, but I do have a mount. Do I want to stop by my house first, or do I just want to go get these tags? I'm just gonna get these tags because I don't like stopping. I left my AirPods, so I need to get those. But yeah, I went and just bought some water, and of course, I've always heard, you know, certain things about water. I'm not a water drinker, but I know I have to drink water. So my goal is to, you know, consume the amount of water that I'm supposed to consume. But some people say, well, you know, certain waters taste better than the others. Y'all tell me. I don't know. But I just bought Essentia, the alkaline water. And then Sam's Club had its own version, which is half the cost. So I bought both of them to see if I'll be able to tell a difference. But they're big bottles. So I'm not sure how they're going to work out, like when I go to the gym. Or maybe, I don't know if I feel like carrying a whole, one of them is a 1 liter and the other one is like 1.5 liters. I don't know if I feel like carrying all that in the gym. That's pretty big. Or maybe I can get me like a gym thing like this. But then I still have to fill it up with water. Anyway, because normally I just have those little bottled waters from Kroger. Because for me, I'm just going to drink water. But I said, let me just see if I try a different brand of water, a different type of water, if I can see the difference. Right now, I'm drinking the alkaline water that I got out of, I may do that. I got this water out of Dollar Tree. The bottle is at home, but I've used it there. It was huge. It was probably about a liter and a half or 2 liters, whatever it was big. So I just used it to fill my cup up. It's not a Stanley, my Anley, because there's no S on this one. But maybe I go and buy more of those big bottles like that, and then I can use those to fill up this, and maybe take this to the gym. That's too much. Oh, y'all, this lady is walking in the street. Like, ma'am, I know it ain't no sidewalk, and she's struggling. Y'all, I know it ain't no sidewalk, but you can scooch over. She was like in the street. Like, ma'am, you better be glad I'm kind. But anyway, let me know what kind of water y'all drink. I'm about to try this alkaline water and see if I like it. I hope that I like this Members Mark Sam's Club version better. It was half the cost, so that's crazy work. But I have been drinking this Dollar Tree brand version. I can't tell the difference. I have to put lemon juice, cucumbers, mint, and all of the things. Matter of fact, I'm about to go to Kroger, so I will get me some mint for my water. Now I'm fighting for my life to get out this car. Where's my key? Headed into the grocery store because they have a kiosk. You can just go and get your tags on this kiosk. Hopefully it's working. Pissed. Child, they just stopped some little boy saying they need to see his receipt. Now we're in the beauty supply store. I dyed my hair, but I might want to touch it up. And I'm looking for nails, press-ons, like birthday press-on nails. Look at all these nails they got in here. Those are super cute. Like if that went with anything that I was wearing, I would definitely rock those. She called somebody over here to help me. Now, why are these little things? I buy these. That look just like this Kiss brand. I want to opt for these. Not too busy. I think I'll have to get a medium. Not sure what's taking these people so long. Oh, do I need lashes? Because I ain't paying for none of this stuff. I ain't going to get no nails done. I already have a pedicure. 3 weeks, 3 weeks by then. Do my own nails. Definitely do my own makeup. And put on my own lashes. Hi, I'm well. How are you? I'm gonna do these right here in a medium though.
This?
Yes. Medium. That one. Yep.
2 and 1?
Just one.
Just one?
Yeah. So while I wait, I will go ahead and eat my lunch, which is a salad. So it's cucumbers, is what I made yesterday. Cucumbers, tomatoes, red onions, bell pepper, green bell pepper and yellow bell pepper, olives, black olives. I added cilantro today and sesame seeds. So we'll see. I've made a salad similar to this, but not this one. I don't think I had cilantro in my last one, but cilantro always adds a little razzle dazzle. Let's see. Oh, I forgot. I had some sweet and sour. Well, I don't know if it's sweet and sour, but it's like a chili. Maybe like a sweet heat chili sauce. From when I had some wings. They put it like a side of, I would say sweet and sour, but it had like chili flakes. I poured that on top of here just a little bit. And, ooh. Hi guys, I am at the end of my day and I'm about to cook me some dinner. And yeah, today I didn't do a lot of work today. I just really did a lot of errands, but all in all, it was a good day. Like, I have good days and I'm grateful for those good days. I don't know, I just have a really good peaceful place and space in my life, and it's been like that for a while, and especially now that I've kind of eliminated a person who wasn't really right for me for the most part. So it just makes me feel better. But I am about to cook my dinner. I'm doing spaghetti squash with shrimp and some type of butter, veggie, spinachy type blend. I have no idea. I'm just gonna cut up some veggies and saute everything in a pan, come up with a little zhuzh, and put it all into my spaghetti squash. And So did you never answer the question? Are we gonna be on Zoom, or are you gonna do? Are we just following? Am I following this piece of paper?
Let me go over my agenda. That's not your agenda. Those are just the only things I think I need you to see.
So that means share. You need just let's go into Teams and share your screen. That way I can just see it on my end.
So just use the same link that we already got.
In Teams, yeah.
What we done with Zoom?
Yeah, so I decided to like go through my budget, and I was wasting money because I paid for Microsoft 365. What's the point of using Zoom when I can do everything in Teams, right?
You know, Zoom cut us off after 45 minutes. Unless you pay for it.
No, you're not paying for it. I was paying $15 a month. Yeah, and so I disconnected that, and so that's what kind of pushed me into using Microsoft.
Okay, it's not making me that low. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Let's continue with the browser. You know what exactly what I want to do? I mean, it's too quick.
Okay. We don't get no work done.
No, we're about to get serious. We're getting
Yeah.
because we wasted our first 12.
Trying to get on. We should have started getting on 15 minutes ago. Am I?